And to your point, there have been some folks online that are taking issue with this approach. One user writing this: "You're wasting Californian taxpayer dollars on staff to write this nonsense, while California is over $1 trillion in debt." Ashwani, that's sort of the sentiment that, briefly Stacey was expressing there. But can you understand where the frustrations with Newsom's leadership in the job he was elected to do is coming from?
Look, the hypocrisy is outstanding, even for MAGA standards. The fact that MAGA is calling Newsom's tweets immature, he is literally modeling word for word, sentence for sentence, to what the president of the United States talks and tweets constantly. So if you have a problem with the way Newsom is tweeting, you should actually have a problem first with how the MAGA leader and the president of the United States is tweeting. The second point that I'll make is to what Newsom just said. It's about the role of free press, right? In healthy democracies, media outlets are supposed to ask hard questions and challenge power. In authoritarian regimes, they parrot talking points and attack dissenters. And we've seen Trump call journalists, you all, the enemies of the people, and push to jail his critics. That is dangerous, and that is not how healthy democracies should function.
Stacey.
Thank you. First of all, Article 4, Section 4 of the U.S. Constitution guarantees the individual United States a Republican form of government. We are in no form a democracy. That's the first thing. And I want to make that correction because it's something that Democrats often will lob into the conversation with very little pushback and even some cooperation on the part of others who understand and have read the Constitution. So the word democracy is not actually mentioned in our Constitution anywhere. And so I want to make sure that you understand that the Republican form of government was originally given to the Israelites by Moses in the biblical times. It's the first form of representative government that ever existed. It is now our longest running constitution in the history of nations. And to go back to Gavin Newsom is not Donald Trump. So when you say it's funny to see people criticize him for speaking like Donald Trump, he's not Donald Trump. We expect Gavin Newsom to talk like Gavin Newsom. We already know what President Trump is like, and we elected him. An overwhelming majority of Americans said we want him. All of the swing states, all of the counties that matter when it comes to an election, the Electoral College, overwhelming slam down of Kamala Harris. So what Gavin Newsom should do if he wants to be president is sell us on ideas that we would like. Basically, let us know who he is instead of mocking Trump. It is immature.
Yeah. All right. Do we have time? I think maybe about 15 seconds for Ashwani, if you wanted to react to that. And then maybe Sean and I will share a final thought.
Newsom is not Trump. And yeah, you're right. Democrats, I guess, have higher standards for our leaders and don't want immature leaders running our country, as we have seen. And when we're talking about the Constitution, Donald Trump himself said he does not know if he needs to follow the Constitution. So I think, it's not a both sides argument there.
Okay.